All right, we back once again. Motor Sports Talk told you guys I'm gonna come back with the mock. Before we do the mock, just some of my favorite prospects in general. Some might pertain to Lions, some may not, in your opinion. But these are some of my favorite prospects, and we have about 9 of them here. Nine of my favorites. And there's other guys I like, but these are guys I really like. And start with in no particular order, Armani Oruwariye. Hopefully I said his name right. Cornerback from Penn State. Loved this film. Loved his potential. Long, taller corner, around 6 foot. Just love, man. Handsy guy. Good cover corner. I only started 1 year at Penn State, so there are some questions about, as far as can he come and start right now in the NFL, but I like his tape a lot. That's just what I can say. I like his tape a lot. One of my favorite corners that I've covered in the draft so far. I'm just real a gamer. Get up there, break passes up. Like him a lot, man. Darrell Henderson is another guy I like, running back out of Memphis. I would love the Lions to pick him. I think he's anywhere from 2 to 4 as far as rounds in the draft tomorrow. I'm a big fan of Darrell Henderson. A lot of speed. People say he run high. So does Adrian Peterson. So does Todd Gurley. Some of the other running backs do run high. You're not asking him to come in here and get the ball 30 times, 40 times a game. You ask him to come into Detroit, touch the ball 10 to 15 times a game in the passing game, in the screen game, in the running game, toss game, trickery game. He's explosive, and he's what the Lions game been missing. Explosion down the field. You need somebody that can break it and be a game breaker and take some pressure off of Matthew Stafford or whoever back there at quarterback. And so he don't have to go and pick up 5 or 7 first downs to get down to the red zone. The Lions need a guy that can, from the backfield, that can turn it from 0 to 100. They don't have a game breaker. Theoretic is hella slow. C.J. Anderson is slow. Zach Zenner is probably the second fastest back on the team. Kerryon Johnson is the fastest back. He got good speed, but you want to be able to have that change of pace back. A guy that can just turn it up from 0 to 100, in my opinion. And Darrell Henderson, like I said, man, I just can't speak on him enough, man. He's just fun to watch, and I know he got a lot of open space touchdowns with Memphis where he's seeing a lot of pay dirt, but I've seen him get his head dirty and drop his shoulder pads and get tough goal line touchdowns, and I've seen him just explode through the line on the outside. The Lions need that Javid Best-esque type of running back, in my personal opinion. And I believe Darrell Henderson can be that guy. You know what I'm saying? So one of my favorite running backs to evaluate. I will clean up through the night or in the morning. I will clean up a few more draft spotlights, so this ain't the end. I want to get to the Benny Snell guy from where is he from? Kentucky. I want to get to Lonnie Johnson. I think he's from Kentucky, a corner. Or Memphis, Kentucky and Memphis, one of them. I get them mixed up sometimes. School colors are similar. So it's a couple guys I want to get to. The cornerback was it Lane from Michigan State. So I got a few other draft spotlights I'm gonna get to and clean it up tomorrow morning. Once again, I'll be doing the Lions mock sometime tonight, and I'll post it tonight before midnight. And if you want to see our regular mock draft, check out my other channel. We'll be doing a mock draft over there tonight, or maybe in the morning. I don't know, depending on who I'm doing it with, if they're available. So something to look at. Ed Oliver. I've been preaching Ed Oliver from the beginning. One of my other favorite guys in there. Explosive guy, built more like Aaron Donald, shorter guy, a little bit undersized. But one of them twitchy guys on the inside, I believe he'll be all right. 5-star guy, chose to stay home and play at the University of Houston. Could have played anywhere in this world, but he chose to stay with Houston. But eventually, you can put him at 3-4, 4-3 defensive end, 3 technique in the 4-3. Disruptive, quick, agile pass rusher. Obviously, when you a smaller defensive tackle like Aaron Donald, no matter what they speed say or they agility drills or whatever the tape say, people don't question them like they question smaller quarterbacks. Can your durability hold up? Can you bat passes down? Just some of the things that that in the interior that will he physically hold up? Will he get manhandled? How strong is he? Will his quickness really take over? You know what I'm saying? So there's thing to be said about him because of his smaller stature, but make no mistake about him, he explosive, he quick, And the quickest way to the quarterback is straight ahead in front of the defensive tackle position, right up the A gap, B gap, right up the middle. And if Ed Oliver is a smash hit in the interior and he brings that pass rush and all his potential comes, all his ability, ain't even about the potential. He got ability, all that, manifests into what we believe he will be. Somebody might get a steal with Ed Oliver. He's one of my favorite. Like, real talk, he's up there. Like, one of my 3 favorite prospects overall. Montez Sweat, I heard he got the heart issue. They got him falling down into the 20s in the draft because of the heart issue, possibly. Still one of my favorite prospects. Used to go to Michigan State. He got in trouble, went to Mississippi State. But even before he ran the 40, I love this film. Real long kid did a video before he ran the 40, I believe. Real long kid, can use his hands, know how to use his length. Got excellent hand play coming off the line. Got enough strength to turn speed into power and get after the quarterback. For a 6'5" guy and a long guy, he able to bend, get leverage on the defender, and he's able to tackle and get to the quarterback and wrap him up like an octopus. I believe that if his chest checks out, his heart checks out, which similar thing to Maurice Hurst from University of Michigan happened last year. He dropped, 4th, 5th, 6th round because of that. He bought out for the Oakland Raiders. If everything checks out, Montez Sweat can be the steal of the draft. I think you put him next to Trey Flowers, on the other side of Trey Flowers, with snacks in hand. I think he can get you 10 sacks his rookie year. But hey, it is what it is. One of my favorite. This is one of my favorite. I think, like, top 5 favorite prospects I covered so far. N'Keal Harris out of Arizona. And I might have to do a draft spotlight on him as well. I've been meaning to get to him for like a week. But N'Keal Harris, he was from the from the islands or something. He came over young to the United States. He reminds me of Anquan Boldin so much. You know what I'm saying? Big physical receiver. Didn't think he would be that athletic. They had him possibly running into the 4.5s. And now he ran like 4.53, 4.55 at the combine. Now he's a first and second twinner. Everybody's all in on Hakeem Butler because his size, and some people like Miles Boykins, and there's other tall receivers, but he about 6'2". They had him listed at 6'4", 6'3" in college. He listed about 6'2", but you talking about somebody who was sneaky athletic, kind of like YMCA old man Paul Pierce athletic, can run the route tree, excellent hands, slant routes, whatever you need him to run. He's a complete football player, and everybody get enamored with the height and the speed and all that, but this dude is just steady. He consistent, hands are consistent, knows how to use his body to box out defenders. You know what? He's a yak guy too. You know what I'm saying? He can get downfield a little bit, but I think he's going to be he could be an underneath receiver with the potential to go over the top. He reminds me of Anquan Boldin so much, man. His comparison is Allen Robinson, but he reminds me of Anquan a lot, man. And I like N'Keal Harris. He's my favorite wide receiver prospect that I covered so far. Keep in mind, I didn't cover everybody, but everybody say, oh, he ran a 4.3 or 4.4. He's 6'4", he's 6'5", he's 6'6", 6'7", and stuff of that nature, right? They all, say that. But at the end of the day, it's about playing football. It's not a track meet. You get these tall receivers who can't catch, who can't run routes, who can't get in and out of breaks. N'Keal Harris can do that. The other guy, my Go Blue guy, I had to squeeze a University of Michigan guy in there because guess what? He's from the University of Michigan and he a baller. Mr. Bush. You know what I'm saying? I love Mr. Bush. He can play. Plain and simple. Dude can play. You look at his film. You look at his film. He all over the place. Michigan. He got kicked out one game for targeting. It hurt. Then he got injured at the end of the game. He ran a 4.4, 4 or 4.45 or whatever it was. Super fast, super quick. And he got a nose for the ball. He may not be the old prototypical linebacker. How them 6'4" middle linebackers that, really, really big. The NFL has really shifted. And one day we went live and we figured out that, a lot of the these linebackers now are smaller. Only really big linebacker that I remember just looking through was looking at prominent one was Luke Kuechly. So I like Bush a lot. Got a knack for the ball, make a lot of plays happen. can tackle, fast, more athletic than I thought he was. And I don't think it'd be a bad idea if the Lions did move back and they was able to get Devin Bush. I think he's going under the radar. It's one of my favorite linebackers in the draft. He ran a 4.43, by the way. But Chauncey Gardner Johnson, I think that's his name. He got a long name. Oh man, I love his film. I love his potential. Yeah, Chauncey Gardner Johnson. I love his potential. I love his game. 21 years old, won't be 22 to the end of the NFL season. Young safety that can get it in the back end, can come up and hit you, can cover as well, can play the nickel. I mean, complete safety. You know what I'm saying? I think he got an opportunity to be a star if he just learns to play the position, getting the playbook. Love him. Love Chauncey Gardner Johnson. Can't just speak enough of him, man. He's a physical safety that like to hit, versatile. You want to play nickel. You want to play strong safety. You want to play free safety. 4.48. I mean, dude is the real deal. Holyfield, man. A lot of heavy hitters at safety position. This draft, man. So this is a guy I look at, and I really like him, man. And I think he gonna get better. Oh, one of my favorite linebackers. This linebacker part of the day, Mack Wilson. Excellent. He'd be excellent for Tampa too. For that Brian Urlacher position. When you get deep in the middle, his hips are fluid. His coverage is dope. Mack Wilson was one of my favorite guys that I covered early on in the draft spotlight. I wouldn't be mad if the Lions were able to get him in the second round and do some great things with him and put him in the middle because we need coverage. Andy from the Gump. I spent some time in Montgomery, Alabama. Andy from the Gump. So yeah, I like him. Good physical guy, 6'1", 240. Didn't run the 40, but I already know he's an athlete. He's an athlete. Fluid hips. Dope linebacker. Now we're gonna finish with Devin White, from LSU. Really like him. Got a contagious attitude, infectious attitude. Seemed to be a leader. Seemed to love football. See some interviews. Was a running back before he came to LSU. Very fast, athletic. Can hit. Probably the best linebacker in the draft. But Mack Wilson is probably the most athletic linebacker. I mean, the best coverage linebacker I've seen from the middle linebacker position. But like I said before, three amazing linebackers I really like. One surprised me, they went on, all became Pro Bowlers or became steady NFL starters. All these 9 guys I like, man, like them. Not saying guaranteed they should go to the Lions or book them. These are just, prospects that in the draft that I like, that I covered. I didn't cover everybody, so people come back a year later and they say, oh, you said he was going to be good. You didn't say he was going to be good. This is just what I've seen. I don't get paid to go, deep, all 1,000-player deep in the draft. But I appreciate it. Motor City Sports Talk. Let me know what you think of some of the prospects. Let me know in the comment section some of your favorite prospects. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request, or you can hit me up on social media. All those links and information is in the description. Let me know some of your favorite prospects overall, just your favorite Lions fits overall. Mock draft coming really soon tonight. I work on it real soon, and I upload it. So be prepared for that video, and a lot of draft coverage coming forward, and Piston wrap up live stream sometime this week.